at the United Muslim Masjid here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And I'm here with Sister Aisha. Sister Aisha, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Sister Aisha, we want to know, first of all, how old are you?
75.
You're 75 years old. And tell us about how you became Muslim, because it's a very nice story, and I want you to tell our viewers a bit about what your life was like before Islam and how you came to accept Islam.
Well, before Islam, I led a quiet life. I was a Roman Catholic, and then I met two cab drivers, one son and the father. And I was interested not in the religion, but about people, Muslims. And they were very, very good. And then they didn't say anything about the religion. And then all of a sudden I started asking questions, and they stopped picking me up.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I knew this teacher, and I asked her where I could get some information.
Mm-hmm.
And she told me this bookstore across from Rittenhouse Square. And so I went there, and later came to find out that that was a very good bookstore to go to for Islamic information.
Uh-huh.
It was across from Rittenhouse Square, as I said. And then they came back, the two cab drivers, and the next thing you know, they were answering my question. Majid is the son, and Muhammad is the father, and they're from Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, sort of, they said about coming up here, but that was after I made the Shahada.
Mm-hmm.
And
but
I made
Sister Aisha, I was talking a bit about your life. Before you made Shahada, what did you do? What was your vocation?
Well, I was a licensed practical nurse.
Okay.
Yes. And I worked for Bayada, and I worked in the homes.
Uh-huh.
And people in North Philadelphia, there were some very poor patients and some weird experiences, like this one. Can I tell you about this one woman?
Sure.
Miss Sadie. She and her husband, who died, put their two children to school, to college.
Mm-hmm.
And they were making out all right in the world, but the one day I went in, and her TV set was gone. She couldn't see too well.
Mm-hmm.
Or hear too well. Oh, she said my son took it. So I called the agency for the aging, and they saw that she got it back.
Right.
Oh, well, he said she can't hear too well. Well, I mean, she enjoyed listening to it, things like that.
Sister Aisha, now, what was your religion before you became
Roman Catholic.
You were Roman Catholic.
Yes,
Now,
and practicing.
in practicing.
Yes.
Okay, so now when you read books about Islam and studied about Islam, what was it about Islam that made you know you had to accept it as your religion?
It must have been just from God, because nobody tried to talk me into it. And then when I started to learn about it, it made me feel comfortable, because everything is done by God. Everything depends on God. And inshallah, I like that part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really not a convert. It was like a revert, because we were all born Islam. Yes, starting with Adam.
And what about your family when you accepted Islam?
Well,
what did your family say about
I
that?
had cousins. My family was dead. Not too cool. No.
Not too cool.
So I haven't bothered, being in contact, because I tried once or twice and it just didn't work out. So inshallah, but I said prayers for them. Yeah, because I have cousins that are all over the United States. Yeah.
And now you're 75 years old and you've seen a lot in your life. What do you think that people who look at Muslims, they misunderstand about Muslims and Islam?
They misunderstand that we're supposed to get along with everybody. Well, non-Catholics, Catholics, Jews, other religions, and that's required. And also that we don't push ourselves on people, but that we give information when they want it, and we keep friends who are not, non-Muslim, who are non-Muslim, but who are not anti-Muslim.
Right.
Because, well, it's so unfortunate that the religion isn't known and said about it on the air and on TV and all. The true Muslim religion, the true Islam religion, where we don't sit in judgment, and we don't like these ones that are these bombers. If they're Muslim, they're not practicing the Muslim religion. So And that should be stressed on the radio, on the TV, because it gives a wrong impression. All countries have terrorists. We have Ku Klux Klan and the white supremacists and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not something new, but it's less than it used to be. I mean, they used to have, you know, the word picnic came from pick a nigger
Mm-hmm.
to lynch. I mean, that was terrible, and it took years to get, you know, to get to where we are now.
Right.
So you can't condemn the United States because we have groups like that, and we shouldn't condemn the Islam religion because they are not practicing religion.
Right.
Religion is not supposed to kill civilians, and it's just wrong.
Right. But Sister Aisha, let me ask you, when you became Muslim and joined the Muslim community,
Mm-hmm.
how were you received here?
Oh, alhamdulillah. I was received with open arms and friendliness and still am.
Uh-huh.
Yes, yes.